Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren Messiah. I'm a personal stylist and an educator. I teach and coach personal stylists how to make bank in their business and how to operate as best in the world stylist. So today we have a question coming in from a stylist, and the question is, Lauren, how do I make money as a stylist in difficult times? Difficult is in quotes. And I actually love that difficult is in quotes because it feeds right into my answer, which may be a little controversial, but you know me, I'm not afraid of a little controversy. So, one of the things that I really want you to understand as a stylist and really as any type of business owner is that your difficult times or your neighbor's difficult times or the difficult times they talk about on the news are not everybody's difficult times. Okay. So think about the pandemic, for example. Like, can we think of a more difficult time in recent history than the pandemic? No. So, very much doom and gloom, very much people aren't working, very much people can't pay their bills. But at the same time, if you were in the online marketing industry, those were the best and most lucrative years of our lives. Like people were killing it in that space, which means people were spending money on online courses and online experience and online education. So somebody had money during those times, right? There has been plenty of other times, and it honestly seems like every time in history, there's some sort of doom and gloom. Things are awful. The economy sucks. But then why is luxury fashion like, making more money than ever? So there's always going to be a pocket of the world that's like, what difficult times? And sometimes we're going to go into some woo, into some controversy. If you keep your mind right, there are no difficult times. It's just like, it's just the world, right? I operate in my own little economy here. I don't entertain the difficult times. So, call me delusional, call me whatever you want, but I work very hard on my money mindset to kind of stay out of the energy of difficult times. Like they're just times, and I keep operating my business and I keep doing my thing, right? So there are plenty of people in the world that are not experiencing difficult times that still want to spend money on stylist. So keep your energy over in that lane versus nobody's going to spend money on styling. Nobody's going to do this. It's funny. I was talking to someone from my finance team. I pay people to help me with my finances because they can stay in the doom and gloom energy, make sure I'm making wise decisions. But sometimes I just kind of have to like ignore their energy. And we were having a conversation like, oh my gosh, well, in this time, like, who would ever spend money on a stylist? Like, I don't know, like, very much doom and gloom. And I'm sitting back, not taking in this energy, understanding that I have students that are selling styling packages for $10,000, $12,000, $25,000, $40,000, and people are paying it right now in these difficult times. Who would ever pay a stylist? Not only are people paying stylists, they're paying stylists multi five figures for one styling experience. So the money is out there, it's circulating, people are spending it. You just want to make sure that you're aiming for the right people. So this is what I really want to talk about, okay? As personal stylists, it is so important that we are focused on one type of client that we want to attract. Now, a lot of times, and I've trained over 7,000 stylists, so I've seen it all. I see the patterns, like I'd have to be an idiot to not see the patterns, is a lot of stylists, personal stylists, because our work not only involves transforming how people look, it involves transforming how people feel. It is transforming their insides as much as their outsides. So because we're doing such important transformative work, we often feel like we have to help everybody. We have to help every single person in the world dress better. And, if they can't afford it, let's charge them 3 pennies for it. And the truth of the matter is, not every demographic in the world, although everybody gets dressed, everyone, feels the magic of style if done properly. Not everyone is in the position to spend money on a stylist and a new wardrobe. There are plenty of people who are. We need to focus on those people. So, one of the first steps, not the very first step, but one of the early steps that I teach stylists when it comes to building a business is to carefully curate what I call an ICA, ideal customer avatar. And then everything in our business should be shaped around that avatar. So if you're shaping your avatar around a client that they're not entertaining difficult times, right? They have an image to upkeep, they have money to spend, they have a business to run, whatever it may be. If we focus our attention there, the money's there. And we as stylists don't have to experience difficult times. So, in order to make money in your business as a stylist, your business must be set up properly. And that's just one of the steps that is involved in setting up a proper business to ensure that you will be making money no matter what time in the world it is, difficult or otherwise. So if you want to not only learn all the steps, but actually go through the steps and apply them to your business and build your business real time, then you're going to want to get into Style Boss Academy. Round 7 is starting soon. Okay. Enrollment opens October 28th. It'll be open for 5 days. And then in early November, we are going to start the program. So make sure that you're opening up my emails. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram, because SBA is coming. If it is your time to make money as a stylist, end of October is your time to shine. Okay. So thank you so much for submitting this question. If you have a question for me, you can drop it in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer it on video, and I'll see you in the next one.